to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I still gotta. I still gotta. Hey, you must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a. Spit your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the ballet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just... we go from SoFi Stadium. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. That's caught tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They give it to Williams, running right. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Maher able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand? What was the serve? What was return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Scott to return it. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. But first down, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
LA set to take over again on offense. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Drill right, 22, 32.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 42 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And And that makes it a 9-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The football going back to the Rams now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, Williams.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now hang on here, we got an injury. And yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
They run it again with Williams.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Up the middle, it's Williams. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Hurts to throw. And connecting quickly with Goddard.
And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
3rd down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Middle. 40 got 40. Hey, 5-0.
On 4th down, Stafford. Touchdown!
Puka Nacua
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Second and 13. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they pat.
Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have retaken a third quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they're going to mark him maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go with Williams. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
32.
The 28-yard line.
22.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Stafford going to change it up here.
Middle. 21.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, 22!
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
40 got.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10. Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Hurts going to move him around. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.